niggas that want to get our spot, they got drum hit. I get cold. Play. Nah, bro, wins. That don't even sound right coming out the wrong way. See, they got me winning. He got potential. That's why I'm different. I'm from a block on my partner tip got knocked slipping. You went 17 whipping up crack in your grandmama kitchen. Turn around, same niggas bitch your cat. Swag to your great auntie sister. Nigga, I ain't all the bitches. I come through the scalp and display his secrets. Nigga, fuck what you talking about.
I'm gonna broadcast the game with the sliders just to show you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight, we kick off a new NFL season with an opener for 2016 between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos.
All right. I'm gonna have to sit
So
up
here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback and none other than Cam Newton.
In 2015, he had one of the great seasons ever by a quarterback in the NFL. A threat to throw it, a threat to run it, became a terrific leader, and led his team to a Super Bowl appearance.
Now a first down throw for Newton, eluding the pressure right. He's got the second-team All-Pro from a year ago, Greg Olsen. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, J.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Oh, are you serious?
Picked off by Akeem Talib. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Oh, Paxton Lynch here. Lane Trevor Senior.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Now it's Lynch. And complete into the hands of Fowler. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. He's got his man here. It's Green. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. It's a 4-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
They'll throw on first down to Lynch. Over the middle this time to Fowler. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Lynch. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he showcases.
Defensive ball hawk. Yeah. They both home.
I'm on the road pitching my rhymes. You think about that? When you ain't never get a cool support system like mine, nigga, you think about fighting? Fuck what you saying. I'm ready for it. He the type of nigga that gotta try up his trash just for the sweet. Nigga, hey, real talk. I couple my head, a couple of hands, punching and stabbing.
The spin, a pretty good game before he's taken down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again here, Lynch. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And chalked that up is the first touchdown pass of the career of Paxton Lynch, the former Memphis Tiger.
And what a great journey for him. From Deltona, Florida, to West Tennessee for college, and then on to the NFL. That's his first touchdown pass. I don't think it's going to be close to his last. This guy has a lot of talent. Long levered guy, one of the taller quarterbacks you'll see, but terrific footwork to complement it.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
On second down, they run with Stewart.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now he's got some space.
Let's go.
He's at the 30.
Bonnie ain't gonna catch me. Bonnie gonna catch me. Let's go.
Carolina. Jonathan Stewart, 71 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Let's go.
Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. So here are the defending Super Bowl champion Broncos on offense now. They'll be led out by their 6'7" quarterback out of Memphis. It's Paxton Lynch.
And there's no getting around it. When you first look at Paxton Lynch, you see his height. You see 6'7". You can't get past it. But don't think that he's immobile. This guy has great footwork, quick feet, and moves around really well. And when you think you've got him hemmed in the pocket, he can escape in a big way and then beat you downfield with his arm.
Now a play fake here on first down. He goes underneath for Anderson.
I don't even
And
want
he's
ice
able
on
to
my
get
drink.
out to the
Nigga, what you
32,
think?
brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of...
Lynch fighting.
Hey.
He fumbles. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now they face a third down after the fumble on second down. Now Paxton Lynch on third and long. And incomplete on the deep ball. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now. Back deep for the Panthers, Ted Ginn.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator
good
and the
stay
head
up.
coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he's running with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close, but kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7.
Like the actual score here.
So a good kick there. They wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build.
There we go. Let's go. That defensive pressure.
Cody Ely in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Fake to Anderson, now it's Lynch. Looking deep for Demar.
Oh!
This is intercepted.
Trey Boston.
Top by Trey Boston. And they
Let
get
go.
the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. With with my good friend Charles Davis. Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage.
I gotta get my pass game going, so I gotta
Stewart is the lone setback. Now Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Oh, now Rimmers.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up 2nd down. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. And the ball is knocked out. Benjamin with it over the middle. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They go back to Stewart on first. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken
and
get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They come up in an offset.
Game one.
To throw on second down is Newton.
Ooh.
They can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up a third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Here's Newton. And that is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
The return comes now from Jordan Norwood. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers.
Oh, no.
Minimizing the...
It's caught at the 10.
Damn, John Leslie put a good music.
All the way home for the Broncos score.
John Leslie put a good music.
Demarius Thomas, 70 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee And they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos defense getting ready to go. And they've got the lead. Last time they surrendered the field goal. We'll see what they do this go around.
And giving up 3 is never ideal because any defense wants to pitch a shutout. But that's not a bad thing in most situations. You only give up field goals, your team has a chance to win.
Yeah, they still, as I said, they've got the lead here. We'll see if they can get a stop and hold them to 0 points this time.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. They'll roll him
Hold it to that noise maker shit. 8 to 12 seconds.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
I know he was hurt from the time he got hit.
You know what side I'm
He
running
got a
on.
dislocated shoulder.
He back in.
Gotta have it.
They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And an alley to run.
Hey!
To the sideline.
Mama, there go that man!
Stiff arm and
Mama, there
freezing.
go that
He
man!
eventually
Let's
goes
go!
down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 35 yards. So the
Damn.
offense has it 1st and 10.
It seems like a lightning bolt when you get
Mama,
a big
there
run,
go that
3rd and
man.
inches. But in this case, all the credit has to go to the offensive line. They out-leveraged the defensive front and created a gap for him to get through and create that big-time run.
It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
That must have been why I couldn't tackle that damn 49ers running back.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn.
That's all they were
9
doing.
yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the...
And he'll take
Let's
this
go.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn from 17 yards out. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
Eddie.
And how about the phases of a
Eddie,
successful
tell you what
catch
he want.
and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Norwood. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last
true.
time.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense. Not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He goes underneath for Anderson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware
Yeah, it ain't too much you can say after that.
So they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Throwing. Lynch. He's got time. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And that one is going to set the offense back.
Get the fuck off me. I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Bro, let's not look at the negative.
Now it's Lynch. Norwood's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Lynch. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back last time on offense. They're downfield, getting to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
See if they dial it up this drive. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Stewart is the lone setback. Here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout.
So far, don't challenge happens.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, here's Lynch.
I know this time
on the right side,
you on here because I let you stay here.
Virgil Green, 67 yards. And the Broncos once again taking the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, Mama, there goes that man.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Yeah. Almost got it off.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Let's go. Let's go.
Kelvin Benjamin, 31 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With two guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Gano for the extra point. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he's all the way into the end zone. And so much for losing the lead with the 2 points there. This game's back to even.
Someone said that lead ain't going though.
Kicks away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Oh, what the hell? Pete Bosman said that nigga run through your kicker.
Back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down. And they're going to go soft.
Wait, them niggas blocked the kick.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
They blocked that bitch and ran it back.
Second down, 8.
Well, no, C.J. Anderson got 2 yards left.
On second down, Lynch. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Lynch to throw. And
come on, Trey.
Incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all time. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. As we look at the numbers, the only thing that really matters is that we've got a tie game. We'll have another half here to figure out who can come out on top. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Panthers have it at the 40. Newton's under fire and will throw the pick. And it's Talib who makes the play for this defensive stop. Now following the interception, the pass and catch is made on the slant, and he cap off the 8-play drive with a TD as they put the first points on the board. Panthers have it midway through 1. Stewart's looking for room to run, and he'll take it in for a touchdown. Panthers tied up at 7. 1st and 10, Lynch is able to find his mark near the sidelines, and that goes as a 71-yard touchdown. Broncos go up by 1. Now 2nd and 8. The catch is made after a quick pass, and he's going to go 67 yards for the score. The lead grows to 4.
I was like, damn, what a commentary you go.
Now to late in the first half. The pass will be completed into coverage, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 32-yard line. Still late in the first half, Benjamin's able to get free for the deep pass, and he's going to go 32 yards for the score. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away.
Man, I ain't going to talk about the kick.
And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run it again with Anderson across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And Graham's got it over the middle. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now it's Ginn. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And this one's incomplete.
Play ball.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays. And when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And a tight game after punting last time.
They will not get a chance to return that
on this drive.
As they head to the field now, where the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands.
Damn, you gonna get up?
We just saw a great
Let's
example
go.
of a really good run stop
Take them
by
yards.
guys in the defensive tackle position.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And for K'Wan Short, the questions about his motor really went away in 2015. Boy, what a season he had.
17 tackles for a loss last year, and, of course, give him another one right there. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start, offense.
He was going to walk off the field.
Still 3rd down.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down.
Still 3rd down.
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. Pressure
Let's
gets
go.
to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The 2015 Pro Bowler, K'Wan Short, in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Here's Ginn. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. They come out here in the eye. This is Stewart again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
Third and long. It's Newton.
Oh, he got batted down.
Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at
come on,
and go to a spot that they haven't come before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now Lynch. Incomplete into the hands of Fowler. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd down. Third down and 3.
Man.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Lynch now throwing on 3rd. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this
Didn't
3rd
change your
down. They
defense.
could have run it or
I said you switched up your defense right there.
Are you fucking serious? Look at all these holes.
He's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. It's a big play time on the fake punt. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Lynch. Looking
Yeah,
left side,
leading
it to Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Throwing again here, Lynch. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Bacon soda.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll run it. Here's Anderson.
Let's go.
And he'll get
Let's
nothing
go.
out of that one. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on third and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jonathan Stewart now gearing up to go on offense as he takes the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of a linebacker being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Now Newton.
Ouch.
And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now Stewart on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Stewart is the lone setback. On second down, here's Newton. Benjamin with it over the middle. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that play is a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Now a first down throw for Newton.
Oh!
He couldn't quite hold it.
Eddie! We had the two!
I On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
He dropped the ball on his back.
Newton again. Trying for Brown.
Oh, get the fuck out of
A
here.
great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Here's Lynch to throw. Left side here to Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders. 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 76 yards, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
He's got time in the pocket. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings on second down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. We get a look at the Panthers defense now. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. That's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky, preach. Green's got it over the middle. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Give him 12 yards on that.
Oh, I had to think about it like that. It was like 3 neat, huh?
Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead,
They give him away.
clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
I have
First
it.
down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night.
Nigga, I
It
told
hasn't
you.
been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. It was the same case on that play. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And McManus able to put it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
I ain't going.
Time for a break.
Yo.
We're back to finish this
Yo.
one off after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there.
No, I used to
Big
watch
play
football all the
shot
time.
taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
My
Now it's
head.
Newton. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great
Hit
field
that nigga in the face
position.
mask.
So the Broncos coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I seen one dude kick the ball and hit the dude,
I don't know about that.
and they got the ball
I
back.
don't know about that. Super toe.
Again, Anderson. And they'll
Yeah,
bring
it kicked him.
down at the
I'm not kicking him.
13-yard
He kicked the
line.
ball, it hit his
It's a
face
9-yard
mask or whatever,
gain,
and bounced right back.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
He would have fight me.
Now Anderson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Week 1 loss, but it's just week 1. Moving forward.
One said what? Loving the crew. PS3. These all PS3 games? That's why the fuck everything getting given away. Goddamn. If it's free, it's gonna be in my library. I was thinking, I don't know if I want to just keep this one or if I want to, or if I want to take this one, trade it in, and then no, I can't do that. Cause I mean, shit, I gotta get a new TV too. Cause I mean, shit. Let me see. I don't have nothing I really need to buy in these next few months. I just gotta. I just gotta go to the mall. What is it? Sunday? I'm gonna go to the mall. Yeah. Some shit. Oh, I was gonna take my girlfriend with me and we was gonna go clothes shopping. Get something to match. Yeah. I gotta. That's all it is. You know what I do? I go hang out in the store that I like.
Ha ha ha. Damn. uh, Nigga, I'll break your kneecap.
the hell? Who? Craig, is that you? I might just sit down here and watch movies if I buy a new TV. Oh, it's like I used to go to the movies all the time when I was younger. Yeah. I don't know. Huh? Wait, what's tomorrow? Oh shit, it's Saturday.
Alright.
I go to work today and
Taking my ass to bed.
I'm off tomorrow. I'm off Sunday.
I'll
Yeah,
let y'all
Sunday.
later.